Hi and welcome to another tutorial on how to create online video content for your students. So I'm going to assume that you already did a recording by using your webcam and also recorded your screen. And we are using Camtasia as our software. So you've got now the recording of the webcam and you've got the recording of the screen. So let's jump into Camtasia and see how we can do a basic edit of the video. So let's check. This is now just a demo video that I quickly created just to illustrate to you how I would do a recording. So in the beginning you will see I'm doing just the basic setup still. I already started the recording, started now the PowerPoint presentation.
Hi and welcome to C Programming.
And then I actually started to do the class or the video. So there's a part at the beginning that's unnecessary and I don't want to show the students that. And then if I scroll to the end, you will see hope to see you soon, thank you for watching, all that nice stuff. And there's also like this weird ending there that's quiet. So I also don't want to show that to the students. So how do we edit this to make it a little bit nicer? So let's quickly just talk about the basic environment of Camtasia. This here is our live feed. So if I press the play button, everything that's in my tracks will be played. And this is now like my cursor where I'm at in the specific video. So if I play now, it will start at that point. So at 4 seconds and 12 milliseconds.
Hi and welcome to C Programming.
Okay, so I can use this tool to see exactly where I need to go. So, and then you've got this magnifying tool. This magnifying tool is very nice to use. You can click on the plus sign and you will zoom in, or you can use the minus sign to zoom out. Or else you can also press the control key on your keyboard and the scroll button. So if I press now control and the scroll button, I will zoom in or out. Okay, so that's the shortcut. Now, as you can see, there are 2 tracks that was recorded. First of all, it was the track of the webcam. This is the camera, and this one is the screen, and it's in those brackets. Now, in the camera recording, you can also see there's something extra. There's this hills, little mountain-like things here at the bottom of the recording. And that is actually our audio track. Okay, so our audio track was embedded into the camera feed. And then our screen recording has no audio, it's only the screen. So if I click on this track, you can also see in the live view, there's small little circles around that feed or that track. If you look at the top, you will see there's a edit button, there's a pan, and there's a crop. Now I use these two quite very often. I use the crop and I use the edit. So what I can do is if I select this track and I've got the edit selected, I can actually drag the video bigger. You can also see if this track is selected that the properties are on the right hand side of that video. There's the properties, the scale, opacity. If you make the opacity 0, it will be see-through. You won't see anything. 100% you will see. And then this is the position and the scale. So the scale is actually the size in this frame. So you can make this 110 maybe percent, and then you can drag it into the corner if you want to. Then you can use the edit tool to edit your video, the part that you want to show. So you can see on the right hand side there's a part that's not green, that's my wall. And then I can take that away because I don't want to show the users that. I want to make it very nice. And then I can put it there on the right hand bottom corner. Great. So now I've got my camera and I've got my screen recording, and this is now actually a PowerPoint presentation that was on the screen and it recorded the PowerPoint presentation. And then if we zoom into this track, these two tracks. You can see I started to talk at that specific point. So if I play run or play,
Hi and welcome to C
you will see I started to talk there. So what I can do is I can select both tracks. The reason I'm selecting both tracks is I want to keep them in line, because while I'm speaking, I'm doing things on the screen and I don't want to lose that sync. Okay, so and these two videos was recorded on the same time, so they are in sync already. So I don't want to lose that sync. So what I do is I select both of those tracks, and then I'm going to split them, this one and this one, at that specific point, and for the screen as well, because I want to delete that part here. I only want to show the students this part. So what I use is, you can see here there's the split tool. So if you use one track or if you use two tracks, all the tracks that are selected and you click there will split at that specific point. So if I split, you can see the video feed is actually split there, and the screen feed is also split. And then I can select those two tracks and I delete them. But then I want to shift up these two feeds to the far left, so that when the video begins, the video actually starts. Because if I run it now, nothing is going on. So what I do is I select both of the tracks again, because I don't want to lose the sync, and I drag them to the far left corner. Now if the video begins at 0 seconds,
Hi and welcome to C
I start with the video. Great. And then at the end, you will see I'm going to say goodbye and hope to see you soon. And this is that awkward silence at the end when I want to stop the actual video. So you can see I started to say goodbye and then no audio, because I didn't talk when I stopped the video. So what you can do again is you can select both tracks and you can use the split tool again, and then this track and this track I can delete. So then this whole part is now me talking. And that is how I would do the basic edit of the beginning and the end of the video in Camtasia. I hope you've learned something. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.